Do you have strips of paper in your stash? I have lots of strips of paper in my stash. And today we're going to come up with some ideas for embellishments using strips of paper as our base. Then we're going to embellish them with at least 3 items. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and just like it said, we're going to be using strips of paper to make embellishment bases for our journals. This is for the March Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge, and we are making embellishments for this part. So we have this piece that we made when we were doing the page out of strips, okay? So this was the offcut off the side, and I was like, well, we can use that. So let's go ahead and we'll turn it into a banner. Okay, so I'm just gonna go along, cut this into assorted banner type shapes, and oh, that's funny. That one had an extra piece or something. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of random cutting here, and let's see if we go with this one, maybe in this direction. Okay, so that is our little banner for that one, and I think we'll go with straight, crooked, or snake tongue, ripped, and then let's go with from the side. Okay, so we have 2 pieces, and so let's go ahead, and we have a box of strips. Now I am going to want to try and use strips that are things that we've possibly used in the journal already. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rip that. You know, I love ripping my papers. Okay, and then maybe from that direction, from that direction. Okay, so this is the masking paper. So this is from yesterday's video probably. So yesterday we did the napkin folding, and you can find the napkin folding playlist and using napkin ideas playlist in the I didn't want to put that on top of there, did I? Oh well. Okay, so let's get a third piece to add here. Nope, not that. Ooh, here. Okay, just a little. So any strips of paper, they can be torn, they can be cut, and they can be bigger than this. I think I want so that was not my plan. The plan was the green one was supposed to be on top here, or the green one was supposed to be on the bottom. But it's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my little banner. Okay, so your base needs to be of strips. This is my base right here. Okay, and that's going to give me an embellishment base. Okay, so there's that. And then I think for this other one, what if we went ahead and went with this big piece of book paper? There's one finished. Okay, and I think we'll go with this blue piece. We have, it's double-sided, so we could try either side. I think with the colors that are on this, I think we'll go with the blue side. Okay, and I think we might need another piece. Dark blue. So have you played with strips, just coming up with ideas using strips of paper? Here we have a piece of the Holy Grail coffee dyed paper. That might be kind of fun. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, so we'll have this. This is going to get to stick off a little bit off this side. You know, we should probably grab a paper and fold it in half, because my journal is only 5.5 inches wide. So we don't want to make this big, huge thing and then have it not be able to be usable. Okay, so I want this whole piece because I am making a top tuck here. Okay, so let's go with, oh, this is supposed to go down. Okay, so there's that. And then, oh, I think I want that under there. Our glue, we have wet glue today, so I think we'll be fine. Okay, so we can go ahead and go underneath here. Okay, and we have a little bit of glue here. Okay, so there's that. Then this can go on. I'm going to leave it on because we can cut it once we get it into the journal. Okay, I'm going to put it all the way over on the left side, and knowing that it might get cut off. Okay, so I'm going to pull it all the way over to this side. Is that what I wanted to do? I don't remember. When you can't even remember something that that has been not fun lately. Okay, so that gives me that one. Remember, we're making bases here, just making bases. So we have, and you only need one for the challenge. One thing made out of strips. So another idea for strips is to take privacy envelope, okay, and to do the strip along your privacy envelope. Okay, so looks like for it to fit, this just came out of the mail like a couple of days ago. We just got this one. Okay, and I'm just going to lay them on here. Okay, and the last time I did this, I did with the glue stick, but I'm going to go ahead and use this time. Okay, and I'm going to go a little bit over the bottom edge and a little bit over the top edge so that I can then come back and cut those off. I'm going to see if I have, there's a really thin one. I'm looking for a thin one, thin and short. We have a little bit of time here. Okay, thin and short. Okay, that would not work. You know what? Just put something down, Julie. Just put something down. So we'll go with this one. Okay. Now we can go, we can do the short ones now. Okay. So we'll go on the bottom and on the top. I mean, you could have done, like, it would have been cute to have the banner go across there, huh? So if you haven't done your banner yet, you could do that. I think that would be really cute. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add that one. Oh. You want your edges pretty straight. Okay. This is backed napkin from yesterday. I like to use all my scraps. This is wallpaper from something, but it's not straight, so let's straighten it out. Okay, so we have some wallpaper. And you see, I did go down a little bit into the window. So you want a craft that, or something, a project that can use up some of your scraps. This might be it. Guys, the telephone rings all day and there's never anybody. They don't leave a message usually or anything. Do you have that? Okay, that's it. Oh, we're ready for a little one. Oh, what if we do this one? I kind of want to save that. Oh, it's not long enough to go over there anyway. Okay. I'm going to cut these up here. If we leave them in order, we'll be able to put them down here pretty easy, right? Okay, so here we go with our first one. And then our second one. This is from, that one right there is from one of the Christmas journals. That scrap. So we're trying to work out our Easter collab, and so hopefully it's going to happen. Things have happened, and so we're trying to figure it out, how we're gonna do it. So watch for that. If you are interested in being an elf, let me know. I have several of my design team members that are busy with other things right now. So I am actually going to be looking for design team members. And so this might be a way for you to kind of try out. You might have already done it, but I'm not sending out the call yet, but I'm letting you know. Okay, I'm not sending out the call yet, but I'm letting you know. Okay, so we have down here on the bottom, we're a little bigger than we are on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and from the wallpaper piece here, because it's lighter, it will appear bigger than the other ones do. So I think I can use it as my guinea pig that needs to move over. Okay, so you know, anything white and light like that appears larger. That's why we like black clothes, right? Okay. I think we kind of fixed this. So we're covering an envelope. I'm doing several because I want to make sure that I give you a few ideas, and at the same time, I like to have my embellishments pretty much done by the time I've made my required elements, and so this is going to help that. I'll have these, and if I don't use them in here, I just need to use one of each of the required elements. So I need one embellishment where the base is strips of paper. So I can use any one of these, and then the other ones can be used in this journal or any other journal that I might be working on. So we need another piece. I kind of would like it to be something that we've used in the journal. It could be the green. Oh, why not? Is that one long enough? Barely. We can use that one. I've got more of that. I still have more of the scraps. So if you don't have strips, you don't have enough strips, you can cut them. Okay? As long as you're using something from your stash. Okay, so there we go. I have my my envelope. I'm going to go ahead and come around and put that down. I just think that that's going to look much more finished, and I'll do the same thing on this side. Would have been easier to probably go ahead and right there. Do you see that? That's where my difference came from the very first piece I put down. I put it down. My very first piece went down crooked. That's okay. Just showing you that you can fix it. Okay. Now let's grab bone folder. Oh man, I had it out. I don't know where it got to. Okay. Okay, so there's my pocket. Now let's go ahead and, should I fold those over? That's what we did on the ones the other day. I don't know. I can try. Okay. And I'm going to show you the element that I already have an element. And the strips is one of the ones where you're going to probably have to attach it to something. So taking that into account, we realize that it probably needs to be put on something. And if you're making your journal and you're unsure about the way an element is meant to be done, or just remember, I'm going to be doing all of them, okay? And it doesn't mean like you don't have to make banners like I made. You don't have to make banners. That's just to give you an idea. And then during the video gives me a chance to explain you know, a little more in depth about the particular element that we're working on, or embellishment. Okay. Okay, so going over the edge, and then the top of this one was ripped. And that's what I'm gonna go with here. Okay, because that's how I like to do things. I love to rip my papers. So that will make this go along with what we've got going on here. Okay. So there we go. We have a window pocket, and it is covered in strips. Let's just do a couple of simple ones that you might like to do. Now, book pages are always, I mean, I find them to be plentiful. I have this here that is already started. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this, on the peach paper. There's that. And I had some ruffles already made from the other day, but I don't see them. So you can also add it onto a bigger paper. I really like to use the noisy paper. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make some paper ribbon out of this real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I took 3 of them and did them. And hopefully with when I get my room redone, I will be able to take you to the sewing machine and show you what I'm doing. So, so this is a paper ruffle, and this right here, that could be a base. Okay, right there out of strips of paper, that could be a base. So we're gonna go ahead and build on this. Okay, too big. Okay, so there's that. So this could go on the edge of a paper. I've done several videos about edges of paper because it starts with E. So a lot of times we do edges in the challenges. So you can look up DearJulieJulie edges. Ruffles, and I believe you should be able to find videos that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and decorate this one. So we're going to add, oh, do we want that on there maybe? I think I want it on here. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to put our strips aside. And we are going to do some embellishing, okay? So I have some of the fabric that I've been using for the last few journals, several journals we've used this in. And literally it was a pillowcase. I think that, well, I know some of it was a pillowcase that was on my couch. And so let's see, we've got this image. Okay, and you know, I told you yesterday that I needed staples. We're gonna go ahead and take a moment. Tiny attacher, great tool. Okay, so it's Tim Holtz tiny attacher. I love it. You flip this around, pull this out, and fill it. Okay. So it does these cute little staples that do the job, are not overbearing, and they actually look really nice, especially when you're working with smaller things like a stamp. And that's the look that I'm going to go for here. You just go ahead, put it on, click it, and put your staples away where they go so that you can find them next time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to staple this on, and I'm going to staple it like there and like there, kind of like you would see on something like stitches on a patch or something. Okay, and then I want to use my other glue. Okay, do I want to put something else under this? Let's see. I have this little doily. Nope, don't like that. And now I've done that to a doily, but it's okay. Okay. Okay, we got staples, we got this, we got our 3 things. We're good. We're good to go. Okay. We're just gonna attach this to the edge. I was gonna put it in the center. I think I'm gonna go up a little bit because I end up with a lot of things in the center of my journals. Let's see if this one will come out. So this is fabric tack. Yeah, there we go. That'll give me a good little puddle. And want to make sure my flowers are in the up direction. I'm gonna grab some of that glue and we'll put that on there. And I have made an edge out of the strips. Okay, and that is ready to go into my journal. Now the one thing about coming up here is I'm going to go ahead and go like that because it was the one spot that the white went in. So to me, it just didn't look quite right. Okay, so there's that. So next I have my pocket, and I have this little baggie. Remember, I'm using my stash. These are pieces from the All About That Base, from the Bases digital kit. And there's a little card. Ooh, we have a library card. We have a postcard too. We're going to put those up here just because those might be fun. Ooh, there's that. That might be fun somewhere on here. And there's a smaller one, and there's a map. We'll just pull all these pieces out. Okay. We'll try and use them up at some point here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I do have a piece of map here. Now I want to remember that I have a window here. Okay, so what if I took, okay, there's a couple, they're yellow, there's a red one. Okay, these are from the wrapping paper. You saw the wrapping paper yesterday. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I like that. And yeah, it will go over this, but I don't think it's overbearing. So I like that. And maybe the little card, the little calling card. And what else do we have? We have some flinch cards. We have a butterfly. We used a butterfly on something else. Oh, you know what? Well, we have the pot of flowers sticker, and we have some fabric. I don't want to block up the window. Do we have any more? Oops, sorry. Any more words? We have another flower. looking to see if we have any more of the words from the wrapping paper. Okay, here we have, okay, we do, okay. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the words. I'm going to take these butterflies and do something else with them. So let's go ahead. We'll put this down. Remember your, this glue is great. It's wet though, so it does curl up. There's a couple of things that I have found that make it so that I can use it. Just from using it for a couple years. I'm going to add this right up to the edge here, you guys. Okay. And one is I'll put it down. Okay. And then I might go and do something else, which like here we're going to go ahead and I'm going to make this into a pocket because I love pockets and I cannot lie. And we might stick one of those flinch cards in there. Okay. So let's put that just like that. Okay, so we need to add 3 things. So we have words, we have flowers, and we have the little card. We're adding that to our strip pocket base. Okay, and we're going to put these up above. I think we'll go at an angle. Okay, then one of the things I know is I need to come back and press this down one more time. I don't know what its deal is, but it needs a second pressing. Okay. And then since I've been doing that, I've been very, very happy with it. Okay, so I have a little tiny butterfly here. I kind of want to make sure that these are going together, but I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, well, it's just the way it goes sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and rip that. Okay. Okay, so there's my pocket. I love it, and it feels really substantial. And then we can go ahead and we can take our, okay, that one, are these all the ones? Yeah, they were two-sided. I don't know how that happened. I've never had that happen before. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fold this over. Okay, and this is from the Flinch Card Digital Kit, and it's been printed at 3.5 by 5. So with the Flinch Card Kit from Dear Julie Julie, you get the numbers 1 through 31. It works out great if you like to do like December daily, or if you want to do some kind of calendar thing. But then again, it also works great if you just want to add a little pop one in a pocket. Okay, so there we go. And we could go ahead and add some little papers in there and for journaling space, but there you go. I love it. I love it. So there's another idea using strips. Okay, so we have this piece of map, and it's Pomona, Laverne, Covina, all places that we hear of down here in Southern California. And I'm going to go ahead and add that okay, it's going to be an edge. But do I want to go this way? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put it this way. It's double-sided, so that's cool. And we're going to go ahead and put this down. I'm going to make a tuck spot with an edge. Okay. Tuck spot can be an embellishment, right? So we started with our base. Added that, and then we have the other one of these. This one goes in this direction. Okay, so this actually could be a pocket, or that could go. You see my brain working? My brain is working, it's thinking. It's like, what could I do with this? Put that up there. Okay. Where's my paper? Okay, could be a tip-in, it could be a pocket. I like this flower. Okay. That's why I don't want to put it on that side. But we could do a build-a-pocket with it. Sorry. Okay, we're going to cut this off. Okay, so imagine this is our page. And I'm not worried about whether that'll get used or not. I'm sure it will. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we're going to add this onto here with some of it going off the edge. Okay, and when we get this, it can go into the journal. Okay, I want to line my peach up as much as I can. Okay, so it'll go into the journal and be a pocket. And I think we'll go ahead and add our little hole. And our gold pen that we've been adding. Okay. This is the one from Dollar General, and I'm just going to come back. We've been using this a little bit in the... Use your stuff, because, you know, things dry out. And if it dries out and you didn't use it, it's disheartening, I think. It's like, oh, really? I didn't even get to use that. Have you had that happen? So many of the things we use do have a shelf life. Okay, so I did some ephemera pieces, embellishments yesterday. You haven't seen them yet, but I added the gold on them. So we'll be putting the gold on some of the papers throughout. Okay, so there's that. I think we'll go ahead and add this. Again from my stash. So that all about the base or its bases digital kit. It has receipts and all kinds of things. It has 2 maps of Canada in it from the early 1900s. It is really, really pretty cool. Okay, so I have this, this stuck, but I have, remember the wheel? I have the basket that was on the front of the wheel. We're just going to try and get that off of the gummy, the sticker. We used part of the bice. Oh, this is these are the pieces that were up off the page for the sticker page, and I didn't want things up off the page. So remember, I like to use all my stuff. So this one's going to be a little bit up off the page, but it is also off the side of the page. So I think we'll be okay. So we'll put glue all around this. Okay. We've turned our edge into a pocket. Okay. Let's go ahead and just finish. If we were just doing the edge, which is what we should have done. I'm going to use that one on there. Okay. Okay, so pretend I didn't put it on the pocket. I just did the edge because the edge was our base. I'm showing you how you can put it. I showed you how you're going to be able to use it in the journal. I skipped a step. Okay, so you've seen me doing this a lot. Making a stamp out of one of the mini ephemera. And I'm going to put that right like that. Okay, put it underneath the basket of flowers. Hold the flowers down while we grab the cancellation stamp. Okay, and I have found if you're just gonna embellish or decorate a few things, then okay, I don't want that flower to get any stamp on it. Okay, so there we go. I think we did pretty good there. It's stuck. And so imagine that we decorated this edge, didn't already add it to the pocket. I got a little ahead of myself. That's okay. Okay. I'm going to throw the wheel away. I don't think we need the wheel. I know you're all shocked that I threw something away. Okay, so here is my edge. We've turned it into a pocket. It's going to fit on the right side of a journal. And I think that's going to be great. Okay. And so we'll add that up here. We've decorated that. We've embellished that. Let's embellish this. And I'm looking at, well, let's do this one first. Okay. I'm thinking this flower, maybe with a little more of the stuff taken off. So I keep asking you, are you having fun with this challenge? Have you started yet? And so yeah, I'm enjoying it. I don't know, I just feel so much like myself again. That might just be part of it. After the last, what, 3 years of my life has just been crazy, sad, and weird, and at the same time amazing. I'm going to put the map across here. I like that. Okay, so now we're decorating. This is a scrap. Okay. We just took this off of the thing that we used on the, let's pull this over, okay, because our flower is going to go here, okay. And you know, we haven't used, oh, this is our last one. We're going to have to make more messy string, okay. So we have some of the Dear Julie Julie messy string there. Yep, gonna have to make some. Okay. Wow, wind chimes are going crazy out there. Okay, so there's that. If we end up with some little words, that might be good to go across there. I like it. Okay. There we go. So that's another, using our banner, our strip banner as our base. And we had another, didn't we? Strip banner. Oh, here it is, our little one, our little strip banner. Okay. And I think for this one, I'm thinking that it might be kind of fun to make this to be a belly band. And so if this was on it, and remember, you don't have to use things as they are. You can go ahead, make them smaller, use parts of it. So this is again from the wrapping paper, and I really like that one. Don't want to lose that. Well, this could go like this. Okay, just put things on here and get an idea of what we've got. Okay, there's map piece, there's furniture, there's a postcard. Okay, I like that. Okay, so there's, we take that postcard, put our glue on the postcard. We're decorating our edge. Okay, so there. Oh, here's a little tiny one, but I don't think it's tiny enough. But we could cut that down. You see, there's a place for a stamp right there. When you can, I think it's kind of fun to, we'll try it. We'll try it, see if we can put that flower in that box. Why not? So these that you're seeing here, these are the small pieces from that digital. There are like the postcards, there's regular size postcards. Oh, I like it. Okay, and then I want my stems to go right in that, in between those two parts of the banner. I do have a couple more things to show you, and then we have a couple of digitals so that you can see some of the digitals that you might not have seen that are available in the Dear Julie Etsy shop, because the digitals are all on sale as we march on. We march through March. Okay, so there's that. Now I have that little tiny stamp. I happen to have a little tiny cancellation stamp. We haven't used it in a while, so hopefully we can find it. It's our Paris one. Okay. And it goes that way, which is perfect for this particular piece. Okay, so we have an edge that we're going to be able to turn into a belly band if we want to. Okay, so there we go. Cancellation on it. So we have postcard, flower, and we stamp the cancellation. Okay, so that gives us 3 things on this edge, and then we can decide what we're going to do with it. And of course, your edge piece can also, it's basically like a little snippet thing. You could go ahead and put this on the top of a pocket. You could, you know, it could have gone like on the top of the pocket. It could go as a belly band, which I think is going to be a really great idea. And so that is some ideas using strips. And then remember, we have just the ruffles, and so we can decorate these with the same types of things, going ahead and going to the box of strips and pulling out strips and adding them onto the ruffle. And you can do just little pieces on the strip, and maybe with a butterfly and maybe a stamp, or even a big card. Or you could even go ahead and add your library card and make this like a belly band. But I made these, they're going to be edges in my journal. So okay, so I wanted to show you, this was my project the other day, the day that we did the strip page. I made this for my 100-day project. Remember, my 100-day project is using index cards. So I put the strips down here. Actually, I think I started them. I put this down and started them here, wrapped them around, added this piece of fabric, added the belly band and this piece here, and then that. And then, you know what? I didn't have anything out to add to this that day. So we're going to go ahead and just add this to our little piece of fabric here. I think that's going to be like perfect. Okay. Okay. So this strip went around. It wasn't quite big enough, and that's why I had added this other piece on here, but I really like it. You could go ahead, and this is the binding. The strips are the binding for this. And so we have this little journal card that I made using the strips. Okay. then, and that wouldn't work so much for, well, actually it would, because you've got your strips here, and then this piece would be the addition right here. Okay, so you have your base and you added this, so that would work. Then I have another really weird piece of strip, and I've been saving this and I'm thinking it can be a closure. Now, I don't know if it's going to work for this particular journal. I'm actually thinking I'm going to use it on my January journal, but that is a strip right there. And so, and that would be the base, right? And then look how they added one of these elastic pieces to the back. And I just wanted to take the time to show you this. Now, this will be perfect for my January journal because it was the just junk. Now, remember, I did not get to finish my journal. I finished all of my pages, my embellishments, my cover. Everything was done. I just didn't get to put it all together because I got that thing, and then that thing turned into pneumonia, and I was very, very sick. Yeah, so, but that's strip with this elastic closure. So if you have some of those things hanging around, you might consider that. These are really cool because you just take and they just go through the hole just like that, but they stop. And because they're elastic, they'll go around a bigger journal. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and clean up. I'll be right back. And here's what we made. So we took the strips from when we did the strip page, and we used it as a banner. And that was along with these other strips, and that was our base. And then we added our flower. This was a scrap that we had just gotten, and some of the messy string. Okay, then this one, we have our banner, and it is attached with some other strips. Okay, so this was the other little piece. And then we've added this postcard from the April, or the Bases digital kit, and the flowers here, and we stamped on, we also added a digital stamp, and then we stamped with a rubber stamp on top. Okay, we did a couple of paper edges. So I sewed, this is the noisy paper that I have, call it noisy paper. It's thick tracing paper, and it was in my dad's stash. And so some of it was that, some of it was in between pieces of acetate. And so I had strips of that. We sewed that and made it into a ruffle, added the strip of paper from, this was from when we did the rose journals in October. Then I had this little piece of fabric and added the digital on top with staples. So we have our strip and our strip, and that was our base. And then we added a digital, fabric, and staples. Okay, and that can go onto an edge of a page. Then I got a little ahead of myself here. So we had an edge, and it was several strips of paper, and should have added our little Dr. Thomas electric oil, and then the stamp that we made out of the digital, and the sticker from the sticker sheet that we're trying to use up, and the cancellation stamp. And then I added a digital here and made a pocket. I went around it with the gold pin. That was extra. This is what we made with her strip. And then I showed you how I would use it. Got a little ahead of myself. Okay, so next we took a privacy envelope and we covered that with our strips. Okay, and so with the strips, you're going to need something probably to be your base if you're going to do anything other than just a collage of strips. And so this we went ahead and we have attached our strips onto and around the window of this privacy envelope. Then for our decorations, we came in with a digital here, the wrapping paper flowers here, and the wrapping paper words. And then we also have our little flinch card here. So we have a digital, we have words, and we have flowers. So those are our 3 items. And so there's that. So then I showed you that the day that we made the strip page, I went ahead and I made my 100-day project using strips. So I put down the, well, you can watch the video on Instagram. And so it has the fabric, it has the strips. The strips go across the binding, and they are the binding. And then we also have a strip here that it came in and it didn't quite meet. So I added this piece of fabric, and then in today's video, I added that on top, and that gave us this little belly band right there. On the front, we have the strip and the map and the daffodil on some of the noisy paper, and it's been stapled on. Okay, so that one gives us another one to show you. Okay, so we've got banners, we've got edges, we've got a pocket, and we used an index card for embellishments made out of strips of paper. So now I'm going to show you some digitals. And we'll start with that bases kit that I told you about. So remember I told you it had maps of Canada. We have Quebec and Nova Scotia. Here we have the large tag page. Here's a small ephemera page. Here's a small ephemera page. So there's the postcard I just used. There's postcard size of the maps. And here's some of the items you can see. You'll be able to rip these up. There's naked postcards right there. Just plain postcards. There you go. You got a receipt and postcards. So some of these are gonna, some of them are on cream colored paper, some are on white paper. This is on cardstock. So that's the little pieces. You get a couple of dictionary pages, Nova Scotia, Quebec, and there they are. 5x7 side-by-side pages. And so some of these are duplicates because this is my working file. Okay, you also get the little envelope. Okay, and so that is called the bases. So if you look up Dear Julie Julie in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop, bases, you should be able to find that digital. And remember, the digitals are on sale for 50% off through March 15th. Then I had somebody ask about sunflowers. I have a couple of sunflower digitals in this box. Okay, so there is a sunflower postcard kit, and then there's a sunflower postcard and ephemera kit. So there's postcards. I think the postcard kit is 5 pages. Okay, so it's this page, this page, this page, this page. And then we have the wallet page that is also part of the 5-page sunflower postcard digital kit. And then we have pages of the sunflower pages and ephemera kit. You've got this big sunflower piece, pages, embroidered. Okay, you've got bookmark pages, large tags. This is your one of your ephemera pages. Another ephemera page. This is from the Pages and Ephemera kit. I love this. That totally looks like my grandma going fishing. She even had that. There's another page. And okay, so there's, like I said, there's two kits. You can check that out in the Dear Julie Etsy shop. Those are 2 separate kits. And then we also have the Frosted Sunflower kit. And it is a kit with out of real pictures of sunflowers. And this is not it. That was the original. It took so much ink that I did not even put that out as part of the kit. Okay. But they're beautiful, aren't they? Okay. So this is what they were before I frosted them. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. But they took a whole thing of ink. Okay, so this one is Pages and Ephemera, and this one has been printed to the edge. Okay, so if you wanted real sunflower pictures, and like I said, I frosted it and it made all the difference. And then we have is this postcard or mini? This is a mini journal kit. Mini journal kit. And mini journal kit. More pages. Page with the inset there. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? I should frame these other ones over here for my living room for the fall. The end of summer. Okay. So there's those. So the mini journal kit is going to give you small ones of all the large pages. And you can use those for journal cards or for other. And you can go ahead and check that one out in the Dear Julie Etsy shop. I think you could probably also look up sunflowers, Dear Julie sunflowers, and find the flip through of these kits. So remember, this is my working folder, so that's why those are in there, even though they're not in the kit. You guys, like I said, I think I printed six or 7 pages, maybe 10, and it took all my ink, all my yellow ink. So that was crazy. So that was Frosted Sunflowers. That was the Sunflower Postcard Kit and Sunflowers Pages and Ephemera Kit. And this is the Bases Kit. And so just so you know, the 2 sunflower kits are very reasonably priced. Very reasonably priced. Okay. They're all reasonably priced at 50% off through March 15th. March on. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this today, and I look forward to seeing what you're making with your strips out there. And so make sure that you are showing us when you post them in the group. Okay, so that is the March Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge group. And boy, we are seeing some amazing things. We have a lot of new crafters in the group this month, so that is pretty exciting. So again, think about being an elf possibly for the collab. There will be more information once we get it lined up. And if you've thought about being a design team member and you have a presence in social media, it can be any of the social media platforms. I will be talking more about that in the next couple of weeks because several of our design team members have other things happening and going on, and so I want to make sure that we're getting other ideas out to you other than just mine using the Dear Julie Julie digitals. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. That paper. Book paper. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay.